Alright. Recording this on Sunday. Ugh, I like fat. It's 1 month till my birthday. What do I want for my birthday? I don't know. I treat my birthday like a funeral a lot of times, so. What am I going to do? I don't know. Probably, trucks are coming to the county fair, so Bigfoot will be there, so I'm stoked about that. But other than that, what am I going to do for my birthday? Nothing. Turning 39. Yeah, 39. Never been late. Never been in a major relationship. Never. Anything exciting. Work. That's all I've been doing in life. When you live in a shitty town, there's not a whole lot to do. Although maybe I go out to California and never come back. So I talked about Val Kilmer movies. One was Red Planet. I made a mistake of the plot. Well, I was thinking of The Face on Mars. It was Mission to Mars, not Red Planet. Like I said before, it's one of those movies that, wait a minute, is this movie with this plot, or with this plot with this title, and vice versa? Yeah. One of those really confusing things, It's like Mount Olympus fallen, or Olympus has fallen, or Deep Impact and Armageddon, just same idea, different movie, different title. Yeah. But, yeah. And so, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, so I got some new DVDs. Finally got a copy of Not Another Teen Movie. It's one of my favorite hilarious comedy movies. It's one of those movies, it's probably the last parody movie. Maybe you take that back. But it's a hilarious movie. Yeah. And got Anora on DVD. It came out earlier this month. And it got a Criterion release. Joe, what is Criterion release? Criterion release. Wow. So you go to any box store, go to Target, Walmart, or you go to Dollar General. You go anywhere. They have movies. They have movies for $20, and that's all fine and dandy. Like really crappy movies like those Marvel movies or whatever came out of the theaters, but with Criterion, it's basically the film has gone through more digital enhancement. It got a commentary, has more features, got more of this, more than that. So, yeah. Yeah. Criterion is one of those companies that, has their foot in the game, so to speak. It's saving the movies from themselves. It's kind of like the movie 1984 from 1984. In my collection, that's Criterion also. I got a little bit more in enhancement, and I think there is a MGM release of a copy of 1984, but Criterion, there is more widescreen, more sizzle to it. You know, if you pick up any Marvel movie in the stores, it's like, uh, yeah, that's nice. It's on Blu-ray, it's on 4K, it's on DVD, but Criterion, it's like Rolls Royce, so to speak, of physical media, and I mean, it's nice. It's a movie that is going to be preserved for a while. You know, and Criterion also came out, did Brazil's um, Criterion issued. Brazil is a very interesting movie. I only watched it once, but Saint Terry Gilliam from oh Monty Python. You know, he wrote this. It's on the same vine of 1984, where you have a dystopian universe, and we have Clerk. It's very British and very British humor, very British images, even though it has Robert De Niro. But it is, like everything else in a dystopian land, absurd. So there's there's a DVD of that, but I'm still trying to find or there's a Blu-ray, not a DVD. I'm looking for a DVD copy to add to my collection. So I think it's really hard to find it, especially like a Apocalypse Now not redoes, where the extra hour of footage. Yeah. So there's that. Also, this weekend I watched a lot of Star Trek Voyager on Pluto, and I was kind of excited. Got up. Saturday morning, I got up. I went up north. Got on the couch and need something to watch. Pulp Fiction was on. Watched the last, section of the movie. Yeah, with Voyager. Yeah, Voyager was. I was like, Voyager, the submarine episode. But Year in Hell, 2-parter. One of my favorite episodes. Kurtwood Smith guest stars. And then later, watching more Voyager, the episode Message in a Bottle. To my horror amazement, Amy Dick was a guest star on it. Him and Sarah Silverman. Ugh. Shudder. Literally, ugh. Gives me goosebumps. The most two cringe-worthy people ever. They were Star Trek guests. Ugh. Message in a Bottle, interesting episode. If you're not familiar with Voyager as a whole, they're stuck in space trying to get home. And they send the Doctor through this shortcut, but the Romulans stole a Federation prototype ship, and yada yada yada. Great episode. I highly recommend watching it. But speaking of Star Trek, there's a very good possibility of me going to Star Trek convention later this year in November. My ultimate goal in life is getting a picture with William Shatner, even though I have a picture with William Shatner. It's not full face. He has and wears. He was wearing a mask. Or he had to wear a mask. So, the other night, I was looking, scrolling, and ooh, my amazement, I saw that they booked William Shatner. Who's, by the way, it's probably like 95 right now. Looks great. And he's booked for November. And it's the same hotel I've been at before, which is nice because it has a McDonald's right next door. So, even though, yeah, it's in Chicago and Rosemont, you gotta take the good with the bad because unfortunately, not a lot of people are coming to St. Louis. So, I really got that looking forward to do that this year. Unfortunately, it's the same weekend as Northwestern hosting a game at Wrigley Field, but there's always next year for that. But I am really excited because also Sherry Ryan is going to be there. She's a, I don't want to say she's a native of Chicago, but she was married to, was it Paul? It's not Paul Ryan, but he was a congressman here in Illinois. Jack Ryan, who is related to George Ryan, which I think is still in prison. But Jack Ryan was running for Senate, and actually he's oh. Mm-hmm. Well, big deal was he ran for Senate in '04. Um, but I think he was a lawyer or something. Worked at Goldman Sachs, but he's like worth tens of millions of dollars. 2000, and yeah, he married Jerry Ryan in the '90s. I think. Yeah, married in '91. Divorced in 1990, right when she got the job for Voyager. And what I can remember listening to Howard Stern one time going to St. Louis. Never got never listened to Howard Stern maybe once or twice, and where I am Howard Stern never was a thing. But apparently Jack Ryan loves kink, which and apparently apparently Jerry wasn't all too thrilled, and so yeah, that was a whole thing. They went to those exciting leather clubs, apparently, allegedly, but yeah, that was a whole thing. Then Jerry Ryan still kind of, I'm thinking Jerry Ryan still kind of butthurt over her ex-husband. But that's just me, because ex-husbands and wife hold grudges, so that's why I hear. But yeah, of course I love Jerry Ryan, not because all that thing, but I really love. Maybe it is, I don't know. Really, her Sarah 9 character was kind of like it was like whatever for late '90s. But but I really like when she went on to act on Boston Public. Great TV drama on Fox. But it's one of those things like where I don't know why it got canceled for probably no reason. It was like I think it was like a Tuesday night. Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like, 7 o'clock Central. It's Titus then. Or maybe it was a Wednesday. It'd be like that Sunday show, then followed by Titus, then special Boston Public, yada da da da. Oh, it's really hard to find. That's a great show. It's really hard to find streaming. Really hard to find on DVD. But I would imagine it's been whoever owns the rights, probably Fox. That really deserves a good showing on something, on Freebie, anything. Um, it aired right when I was going to high school, and it was kind of that was my teenage drama for that show. I love the old guy; he was hilarious. Old Cook just said whatever. It's funny. Speaking of family and crap like that, so is it really necessary to? Well, let me rephrase it. Now, I don't have kids, nor I am not married, nor I have, probably never will. But I just don't care about seeing posts on about your kids. Oh, my little Damien, it's going to be in high school. Can you believe it? Wow, he's going to be in high school next year. Wow, can you believe it? It just feels like yesterday he was crawling and watching TV, and now this guy is gonna be. He's gonna be a freshman in high school. Wowzer! Where did time go? Time didn't go anywhere. Time is relevant. Wow. Wowzers. We got Damien for his graduation present this year. He's a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys. So what we did, we bought him the Super Bowl rings. Replicas, which you can which you can buy on Amazon. I know, I have two. I have a Raiders and Bills ring. But Damien, he's gonna be something in 4 years. Can you believe it? He's going off to college. Wow. Whoopie fucking do. My kid's going to high school. So what? Really? Is he going to cure world hunger? Is he on the fast track to Harvard? Is he? Danny? Pretty soon, the second one is going to be in middle school. Wow. Really? She's going to play for the Indiana Fever? Huh? Can't believe it. They're growing up so fast. Big deal. Am I saying this is a big deal because I'm almost hitting 40 and part of some scene I have being regret having kids. I don't regret never having kids. It's not having kids. It's been liberating, and I can do whatever I want. I can watch whatever I want. I can. There's times I've been having two movies on at once and playing video games Saturday morning, And Saturday night, I got my date night with Stella. Life is good. I had to admit, life is pretty good. No kid, no responsibility. No responsibility is great. All I have to worry about is make sure the lights are on. I got some heat, and the property taxes paid. I'm good now. Yeah, but children are a miracle. No, children are a pain in the ass. They're always wanting something. Mom, I need new cleats. Mom, I need this. Dad, Mom, I got a girl pregnant. Jeez. Whiny. I understand. Right, like going back to vacations of last week. I probably should be taking more vacations because I don't have that responsibility. If I wanted to, right now, drive to the boat, lay $1,000 on the crafts table on red, I can do that. You know how great it is being in your 30s, no responsibility like kids? It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You know how what sucks is you go on dating sites and they want, well, I want kids. I want kids. Okay? What about me? What about the people? What about people who? I'm looking for somebody who doesn't want kids. How difficult is that? That's really difficult to find, especially in a rural area like I live. Difficult. I don't want to breed. I don't care about the future. The future is now. Yeah. Well, that's just really selfish of you. You're just thinking of yourself. Yeah. Having also saw this is a red blip. Oh, it's a red flag. Hey, a red flag. A guy doesn't have kids. No, it's not. It means when I have, if I want to have fun, I can. Like I said, I can. I have $1,000 in 20s. I can go to a boat, a gambling boat, place $1,000 on red. Will double it? Maybe, maybe not. That's the thrill of it. You know. This is going around Monday. Do I have the responsibility of getting a kid to school? No. I had to get myself to work, and that's all it. My responsibility in life is to make me happy and Stella. And a few other people, but that's beside the point. But other than that, is it selfish not having kids? Maybe some people were ingratiated enough wanting kids 15 years ago. Maybe I'd be a whole lot different mindset. But really, think of it. I have co-workers who have to take time off to deal with their kids because a babysitter didn't show up or their kid is in trouble in school. That's literally that's mind-boggling. You actually have to do that. But at the same time, it's like, really, I had to, as a single guy, I have to do all the work now. Really? Taxes is another thing. I have property tax due very soon. I have to pay $1,000 for a school district. I don't have kids. You know how bullshit that is? Is there some way I can find it? Come to think of it, if I can find a county that has no um, penalty, penalty for single people, for old people who don't have kids, who, you know, it's honestly, that's why private schools are, you know, I view, that's why I think private schools are ideal, because you're paying for your kids' education. I don't want to pay for your kids' education. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not with the world and kid friendly. Not sorry. Exactly. I have to pay $1,000 for a school district. I don't have kids. Isn't that some bullshit? No. Oh yeah, and another thing, local grocery. They're taking out the alcohol, and because it was Marky Mark had an investment, in those restaurants, so they're going back to the old restaurant, but they're not going to serve alcohol because they want to be family friendly. That's right, we're going to have a family friendly restaurant. We're taking away the alcohol. Wow. Fucking yay. If I want to have no alcohol fun, I'll stay home. But we're taking away the alcohol at this restaurant. Really? No. I'm pretty sure people are going to be smelling of uh, vaping and marijuana in the toilet. But don't worry, guys. We're going to be safe and take out the alcohol. It's amazing. Also, like the local driver. We have a driving movie. It would be nice if they show one of those literally, like, Debbie Does Dallas or something, like a nice grindhouse movie. But no, they're playing family friendly movies. That's why we're not. Don't worry, your kids won't get um, um, grossed out. We're not. We're not gonna play some movie like Porky's. Nope. Yep. Everything has to be family friendly. Because heaven forbid, single people or kids, or couples with no kids, God forbid, want to watch something risque out in public. Nope. Nope. So, anyways, I've talked long enough. Don't worry, I'll be back next week. I might be something, very aggravating to talk about. Yeah. Great, grand. But on the plus side, make sure you just play something pretty for Stella in the meantime.